Hey, greetings everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Plan B Success. During the last episode, we looked at what blockchain technology is all about, what cryptocurrencies are all about, as well as the different kinds of cryptocurrencies being led by Bitcoin. In this episode, what I'd like to do is talk about blockchain in much more simplistic form in order to make sure that we all understand it, and also look at how blockchain is out to disrupt the world of value exchange across verticals. Blockchain is a value exchange protocol, the poster child of cryptocurrency, and what is being touted as perhaps Bitcoin technology's legacy, poised to disrupt several verticals, starting with finance and banking. So let's understand how it functions. A group of entities, perhaps people or systems, agree to exchange a defined set of artifacts in transactions as needed. When two people make an exchange, person 1 tends to give and person 2 receives the artifact. Both know about this transaction as one is the giver and the other is the receiver. However, how do you make sure that the entire community of entities know about this, agree to it, and when needed can go back and establish the audit trail and authenticity of this transaction? The community at large decides to establish a decentralized and distributed ledger system to keep track of all such transactions. Decentralized and distributed so that no one person has absolute control over these transactions in order to alleviate the possibility of any fraud and further to establish a secure and transparent way of recording these transactions as and when they occur. Going back to our example, two persons make an exchange of the artifact. Details of the transaction, such as date and time of occurrence, and the giver and receiver's credentials are noted and submitted as a transaction into a secure input system that is linked to the network of peers. These transactions are picked in real time by miners who are self-appointed keepers of these transactions. They validate these transactions and add them to the ledger. These validated transactions make it to the ledger on the peer-to-peer network to ensure the distributed ledger is always correct and current. The miners validating the transactions tend to make a very small fee for their work. Once validated, these transactions are put together as blocks and are linked to each other on the distributed ledger. Each block has a summary of its transactions notated on it. This helps go back to identify and find a particular transaction within the blockchain. These blocks that are chained together are available within the community they serve to be assessed and reviewed as and when needed. Once a transaction is made and validated, it cannot be altered since it is distributed over the network and will not allow for a change on one node of the network since all the other peers will not agree to it. The nodes can come and go and always sync their own copies of the blockchain to what is the most current copy out on the distributed network, and since it's distributed with a large enough footprint, it will never go down. The concept of the blockchain is a decentralized public ledger confined to the community it serves, which helps record and secure transaction summary and details to the most granular level over a very long period of time. Blockchain ensures authentication and security of digital contracts, data, and anything that requires a time and date stamp, in short, secure digital assets. Blockchain-enabled technology is ready to disrupt more than banking and the finance vertical. It has applications in more than one vertical, and most definitely in benefits and healthcare, where data and its security are of the utmost importance. Health is synonymous with sensitive information related to identity, privacy, health conditions, treatments, and payments. With transparency, security, authentication, and auditing central to transactions, this technology could be the answer to the notion of a single system of record across various interoperable entities with real-time data availability within the healthcare ecosystem. Interoperable EHR, anyone? There are also applications in insurance access, claims management, benefit administration, and much more. Startups should take note and see where they can take this further. The future of fintech and health tech is about to get much more exciting as more and more startups delve into this nascent technology and its applications across a wide spectrum of use cases across different verticals. Hey, I hope you liked that episode. Do check out my website, rajivmudumba.com, and by the way, do check out Top Podcast Mastery Program that's out there on the website. And if you're interested in podcasting, if you're interested in creating a brand image for who you are and what you have to offer, definitely check that course out. I'm sure it's going to provide you immense value and it'll cut short your journey of researching podcasts by the weeks into a couple of hours to get started and moving on. Thank you very much.